sure you don't need coffee? See, imagine if I had 5 cups of coffee.
Oh, so!
God, this poor guy's got to go to work.
Yeah. 2 years ago, for the paintings from the paintings from the Hermitage. They were gray, but all the middle tones are still there.
Listen, the Hermitage is in pretty good condition.
But they can
right?
afford to clean them, right?
The Hermitage is pretty good condition.
Yes.
Yes, it's pretty good condition.
So you have to tell me what you guys
But not for long. But not for long.
They're bringing modern techniques.
No, we're going to send American money over. We got all these guys lined up. They have nothing now. They took care of the Prado. Now they're on their way. They're going to go to take care of the Hermitage. And the only left is in the artist studio. And Lucas will say, Cheryl Manoni says to me, Mason. Cheryl said, Mark, as my father said, and Brandy said, the only true place to the painting is on the artist easily before it walks out of here. After that, forget it.
It's such a fight to say.
I'm already 30 years, I don't remember what I did.
I know, it's a mystery. We want to, well, you're here, you can tell us your best
No, it's coming
take.
back to me slowly, you see.
So it's good to
So
have
you're
it in the
responsible for
studio.
this,
I had a red underpainting there, and then I had, you see, I slapped it on top to tone it down, so, because I never had time to finish it. See, because they were sitting young, they had to travel, and so I just turned it out the way it was. And then Dean changed the specifications. He was the president of the society. He changed the whole thing and said, we have to reduce the size.
Yours was the only one that looked like this, that's unique. So, but that's nice, because I can place it separately.
I stayed with the thing.
Well, let's look closely, and
But the point is,
hear what you guys are.
you see, I was just getting going here. You know, see, this is the only finished part, really. See, beginning on the horses and the ears. I had so much to go here.
Sure. And I see how you work.
And the slot blue wasn't meant to be like that blue. See, it was. See, so I'm just, you can't rush. You know, I'm just going as I feel. You know?
Okay, just sitting
Because now I see your process. You go back and you work on it many times.
Now we have to one thing. This is only in like this,
Should we
you know.
put something?
No, just no. If we don't touch it, I just.
Here, I got.
No.
This tape. This
on
is
the back.
wonderful tape.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Come, it doesn't stick.
Yeah, no, I know.
It's great stuff. I love it. I eat this for breakfast. It'll hold the thing. Take it off. Doesn't hurt the picture.
But
It's
we have
good for 3 hours.
to be careful not to push.
I know.
Okay.
Don't push. Don't get excited.
We'll get excited and start.
Also, I'm sorry. I'm so nuts.
No, it's such a pleasure to be here. It's such an inspiration.
So no, but something has happened. You know, we know.
No, you said that.
You know that there must have been some damage,
Oh, sure, there was damage.
and then someone came and
So, you see, because it's on a panel, I can put the linen on top of the panel. If not, you have a hole through it.
yeah.
You see, things that go out.
So they really
I
hit it down.
know, once you open the Intrepid Museum, Intrepid.
It wasn't started very well there either.
Of course.
They're warriors. They're not
Listen,
custodians.
it's a miracle. Anything comes down to it.
Yeah.
I just marvel to think, I walk in the Manor and there's a beautiful piece of Italian art, 500 years in one piece.
Yeah.
That made it down.
Maybe it's still it does.
And
Yeah.
these,
But
the
what makes
regular
me
ones
angry-
have made it. Oh my gosh, they kind of.
And the best thing is they're always safer when they hang in a cat's hole. For 40 years and nobody
And no one
found it.
touches it.
And no one found it. Then when they found it, they said, oh, it's gorgeous, that's beautiful. It maybe takes one cleaning, but when it gets into museums, every 6 months,
Yeah, but,
it's
you know,
like a shovel.
Mr. Mason, I must say that, Frank, I must say that the recent trend is to do less.
You told me that, and I told my friend the other day,
Yeah.
that that's a new trend
Yeah.
in Munich. You said,
In general,
people need to wise up.
it's generalized thinking.
Yeah, it's
Better
like-
weight, you know, better less than.
Well, I know in
It's like
archaeology.
organic
it's
food.
very
It's
much-
like organic food.
Yeah,
You see, we
exactly.
paint
It's a bit like.
with organic colors.
Yeah.
Organic colors, I grind with resins. Nobody in restoration does that. They go for the acrylic. And we don't know what the acrylic does and how to use chemicals. It dries out. We don't know.
No, we use, well, I don't use acrylic
Yeah,
unless
no.
I work on an acrylic thing.
No, I paint the Santa Claus on the bar in acrylic. You peel it off and
Yeah.
frame it. But it's not the same.
No.
When you go back to the Italian,
Yeah.
he goes to the tree, I pick the blister,
Yes.
I take the essence of the turpentine,
Turpentine.
up the tree, and I put it in the bottle, and then you take that, put
It's
I have to go get the Venetian turpentine off the mountain. I mean, come on. They can't, everybody's doing a hell of a hurry.
Yeah, that's one reason, you're right, you know.
You know, they come to you, they want the painting next week.
Not next week, tomorrow.
Tomorrow, no, you clean painting. He can't even look at the painting. It takes him a week to I have Piero Manoni downstairs. He takes the painting. Thank God, I won't see him for 6 months. And I said, how's it going? But I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking, well, see.
Don't I always say to you, like, take your time?
Yeah.
I
See,
try
you
not to
can't
rush.
rush.
We try very hard not to rush.
You can't rush
We
it.
take time, sometimes, no, but we, for example, with gallerists, you know, they want to be
They sell the picture,
They
they
don't
don't
care about preservation. The galleries, my friend who works for Sotheby's, she said you should see how they
Yeah, but
handle stuff.
Sotheby's is not in that.
That's
That,
Listen, did you hear the biggest scandal of all time?
the one,
6 months ago,
yeah,
the
sure.
Rubens in Christie's in London?
No, definitely not.
Samson and Delilah, you know.
Yeah.
It was in the 77 show, which I saw. Rubens, I flew over back. And it was things like Jordan's, you know, systems of the Rubens.
Jordan,
Great,
yeah, great painter.
great big. So there's a quick copy and that. So some wise guy in Christie's gets the idea, we can pawn this off as a Rubens, so we can get 5 times the money to Jordan. See, this is the way the mind works.
Yeah, sure.
So they take the bag, and the documentation and the wood and everything is on the back for ages. Holds everything.
Yeah.
We get the photographs. My friend Daly in London did all the research. So all of a sudden they put it on their plater, they scraped the whole damn thing off. Oh yes, they got rid of all the evidence that was possibly
Yeah.
and then they go through all of it, money. So now he's proving, and it's so embarrassing. I won't talk to you.
I'll bet.
The museum closes the door because they're all in cahoots. You know,
Who bought it?
yeah, I had to get Michael Daly on it. Who bought it? But they were
Some museum.
It was up to $5 million, and then you start getting. I don't know anybody bought it yet. But the point is, he caused such a. I think it went to the National Gallery in London. But anyway, it's a big business, and they're trying to sit on him. They won't answer questions.
Yeah.
And he's been through the news. Oh, come on, I can't tell you. Well, they're up against the establishment. Well, these guys are all, the president says, well, after all, the documentation here was 1983, and no one knows what happened before that, you see. There's something else. But anyway, I'm ruining the story, but we've got it all documented.
But look what happened to Christie and Sophie, you know.
Oh, yeah,
just
the
now.
price fixing.
They go to
The
jail.
price fixing.
Yeah, they go to jail for 6 months and they get out. So.
Sure. He's very rich, so he shouldn't be sitting there very long.
Nobody gets 6 months. But listen, bless your heart.
Okay.
But I know you probably talked a little before we got here, but what
So Mr. Mason, Frank, says that this is fine, the red is fine.
that was his intention.
That was a ghost. That was a ghost because I didn't have time to complete it.
Completed.
You see, and they were screaming and yelling to travel on the road.
Okay.
And so I just carried it as far as I could. And then,
It was in a
then it got damaged. And on the wall, I went out there and slobbered some stuff on it.
Yeah.
Here and
Now the blue is fine, I can live with. What I told you that I really don't like, and it's covering all your original, is this purple here. And
Yeah.
the details come out of the horse.
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
these
yes,
we have
it's
to
a very delicate
So
job.
what is your desire would be to remove the purple?
Well, that was obviously, something happened here. I don't know what happened.
Okay, that's not by your hand.
The blue is
The blue is soft on it. It was a
that
sample.
he thinks is his hand, but
I was testing
he was a
blue.
quickie maybe of.
I put the blue because I wanted to pick up there, but it wasn't going to be like that kind of a blue.
It would have been a finish, another finish.
Oh, yeah, it would have been very delicate. See.
So what should I do here? Should I remove it and come down to these?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, take it down because it jumps out. And we'll just take out some of it.
Okay. What about
If I had time, you know, and you were able to pay me, or I had a sponsor, I would spend a week or a month.
maybe can get only 80
But I gotta pay the rent. See, it's like him. I gotta pay the rent.
Yeah, and
It's a miracle we did
you
all
know, I
this for
also think
nothing.
you're on to new projects. I don't want to.
Yeah, I want to finish this. See,
To me, you know, it's not a blessing to bring something back.
So that's where he comes in.
Exactly. Let's use his skills and we'll be as respectful to your wishes as possible. That's my intention.
Somehow, these is close.
He's got the sensitivity of the artist, you see. And that, if you don't have that sensitivity, it's like brain surgery. You can kill the patient.
You can have the technical knowledge without the sensitivity. It's no good.
See, they can clean this off with some alcohol and have nothing, you know?
No, I think I'm cleaning with water.
No, I'm saying,
you could.
Butchers, see, this man, he knows what he's talking about.
No, also, I got scared because I saw so many losses underneath. I said, wow, what's the purpose?
You said your technique involves some abrasion, right?
Yeah, but the abrasion is here.
Right, not
Here. Yes, these are losses.
It got handled by not.
The only thing that's
My friend is not art movers. People, artists, over in the high schools that were kicked around in, I've watched people unpack paintings and lean the painting right up against the wall, against the punta, and my wife said it was up in Dorset, you know, the Manchester Art Center, and these kids are volunteers.
Oh, yeah,
They leave the painting right up against this, and Ann says, it was somebody else's picture, and Ann stood there and said, young lady, here's 19 years old, something's wrong what you're doing. The way you're pushing these pictures is you take them from people, and you're putting this down. And she said, she said, you put a hole in the poor man's painting. They don't give it to you.
I love this country.
You've got to be trained to handle it.
We're not literate about
Yeah, but there is a common sense.
I know.
You'd be surprised.
It's the way we're raising our...
We're not a literate country when it comes to visual arts, unfortunately.
Well, we'll give us another 100 years. In 100 years, we're going to be the most literate country in the world. Praise God.
Knock on wood. Yeah. No, we're getting there.
You know Ben Rifkin? Ben Rifkin, his brother is very important. His brother is Jeremy Rifkin, who is in Germany translating all the Bachs to the original manuscript. You hear Bach, he says it's not the Bach of Bach. He's rewriting it all the way Bach wrote it. He's got all the plates. Everybody changes every damn thing. So finally, Rifkin, he had me come out to lecture at the Pratt Institute, you know, when he was over there. He's a scholar, and drawings and Rembrandt and this. And so he said, Frank, I got an idea. He said, the two of us together. He said, I got the way with the educational world. We'd have to start in the kindergarten and move right up a whole program to teach the children what art is, because I speak to college students, and art began with the booming.
Yeah.
You know, they say history you can pick up. How can you pick up 5,000 years of human history?
And it keeps getting taken out of the public schools. It's the first thing to go when they cut budgets. It's
history. So, and I know we stand here and talk, but it's important what we say because we make the future.
Yeah.
I've been teaching 50 years at Garrison State. And why? For the money. That it could
fame and glamour.
Pay my coffee. And no pension, nothing. We have nothing. After 50 years, I have nothing. But that's not the point. It's everything to me. And so Jimmy Graves, one of my students teaching over at the Visual Arts, is now retired on full pension. And he said, well, Ron, he said, you know, you're in the wrong place. I said, no, he said, if I had been there, you would have never studied with me. You say, when you looked at me, I would sit down because he's never going to open his mouth over there.
That's a great
idea. You get together, boy, the politics.
Much more freedom at the league than anywhere else.
And we're always fighting to keep it. So we're always fighting to keep it.
It has that tradition, doesn't it?
Okay. Now, sir.
Okay, so.
Okay, when you look it from afar a bit, it does, this left panel does stand out with the redness that on the floor that you don't have there, but
see, I don't want to repeat, that's probably why I killed it. It
was maybe too white originally.
Yeah, well, I always start with the white and gray down. I'm seeing shirts and stuff.
See, I parked, I get the brush out.
Well, if you can get a sponsor, to pay me. Well, I finished the painting. I would love that. I would love to have a sponsor.
Instead of me doing the restoration of Frank. No, I don't care. I really.
No, I think, well, It's too big a job.
Let's think
If I
about
start
this.
that, I have to
I think
keep
the right
going
way
for
to
weeks.
think about this would be to think about it frozen at this moment, 1976. Let's leave it,
You go this way.
restore as far as we can to your
Remember this,
attention at that moment.
it's a bad example, but the great painting by Montaigne is called Unfinished. Unfinished.
I think when we label
And
this, we
this
say
is labeled
mural study.
Mural,
It's a study anyway.
a mural in progress.
Yeah.
Complete, never complete. See, and it's better you do that,
All
than
right.
say it's a finished product.
Absolutely.
No, it's
And I
good.
think that's a fair way to present it.
All right, so what I'll do,
Mural in progress.
I remove this purple, which is really not good.
Is that agreeable to you?
A little bit.
Take it down.
Yeah.
See, I washed the lawn there, but this jump off. See that?
It's covering what I'll do that right there.
It was just smeared some smoke.
So you actually were faced with dealing with this not in your studio, but later on they brought you back to do some.
I was over there in the big high school where they were exhibiting them, and they were all banged up, and so I went over with the temper and swapped them out.
Yeah.
See from here.
Yeah, it's covering even here, you know.
Well, now we have the opportunity to take these things up. I love this stuff.
Yeah, just go in there. It's
American Indian.
Marian
Black
Anderson,
principle,
Marian Anderson, a
Islamic
great singer. I was a great
socialist.
admirer of her singing.
At center, at the
Marian
center.
Anderson was one tremendous voice, one of the greatest voices of the century. And so I thought this would be a nice way to handle, and it was before political correctness came in, or I wouldn't know what the hell to paint.
But
I
that's
just
so
painted it this.
appropriate and it's so inclusive.
Who's this writer?
There's
While
your-
you're here coming.
This is Edgar Allan Poe, the greatest poet,
Oh, yeah.
the one who challenged Europe, because he was born right here,
Yeah.
and he was able to write, and it's a lyric poet, and I can still read. My father taught me the poem, "Gaily betides a gallant knight in sunshine and shadow, riding along, singing a song in search of Elfin." Oh gosh, we had to recite this stuff at breakfast. If we didn't have a poem a week at the breakfast
He
table,
was Shakespeare.
he was every old thing.
Then we
It
had-
was America. It was America. You didn't have boob tubes. You raised the kids. They had to know poetry. You had to know your math. You had to know music. My
Be
mom
rounded.
played the
Education.
piano, and we all grew up that way. You made fun at home. We played Monopoly. We played chess. We played checkers.
Sounds like more interesting.
Wasn't it delightful?
Who's this violin player they play it down
That's
there?
That's fiddle. There's Jefferson. He played the violin. I did
Okay.
research on him.
Monticello.
Monticello. He loved Palladio.
Sure,
Oh, he adored
absolutely.
Palladio. See, he gave us the Greek revival
Yes.
in this country,
That's right.
so we threw it out. And, when we threw everything out, and now
Particular,
that's the Indians with the buffalo. See, and then I have the
Northwest
head
mask.
mask with the face.
Ida or,
Yeah. And then here, someplace in the other one, I got Rushmore.
Yeah, hold the panel, please, hold the panel.
And I just got this one with this piano Pissarro. And I
These
did
are-
him, he's going to be holding the grapes, He
Yeah.
brought the grapes and the
And the
missions,
Okay.
Seven Prince Late. Then I have Mark Twain, etc., etc. And here's the Palette of Stewart, Gilbert Stewart with a portrait of Washington. And then Robert Frost I knew.
You're not in it, right?
No, I didn't put myself in
Okay.
yet.
Who's the sculptor?
The sculptor is a creation of my head.
Okay.
But Dumont, my teacher, did a mural in memory of my teacher of the Four Seasons. I took this one where she's throwing herself forward in the big mural that is somewhere in North Carolina, on a high school. They're rolled up in the hotel factory in the cellar. Kruger is dead a long time. Coulter Mason. The murals are rolled up in the cellar and destroyed. CBS has a TV studio down here. And I found these murals and said, my God, they're 60 feet long. Did the period. What a sloppy. So what can we do? I said, I don't know. And keep me posted. So some woman who took them down and put them up in a high school. So these murals are put in a high school, and I can't find the high school. Because then I was president of the Mural Society, so we're trying to run it down. But again, it's money and research now to go to every high school in North Carolina, South Carolina, find They're hanging
You need
there.
a young art
They're
historian
magnificent.
student to,
Yeah, but you need money to finance them to go lower.
well, maybe
It's
you
like
buy
the
others
WPA murals,
first.
see?
Maybe by putting
So,
Well, that's what part of what we've been tracking down, the New York WPA.
I'll write this out for you so that you can check on the tonight.
On the internet, maybe.
And this is a piece of it, so I threw that in from memory, and then I put young sculptor. You see, this is my furies, all flying through the sky. The three furies over there, and that's the lithograph I did. And then the McDowell thing was my beginning idea, rushing right out into modern music and so forth. And
Robert Frost, as a farmer.
and there he is digging up. He just had died when I started.
What do we have on the left panel?
That's Louis Sullivan. Louis Sullivan represents the artist, sculptor, and this is one of his buildings down there.
The only building in New York.
They're from